Boom!
Oh,
Happy Friday to you, Rudy.
happy. Somebody actually text me and say happy Fridays. I don't know what that means. Fridays or Fridays. I just love it, man. How's it going over there, man?
Well, I tell you what, I am so excited, so pumped. Had a great conversation we were talking about with Ellen Smith down in Bermuda last night. What an
Right.
inspiration she is, the things they're doing down there. Talk about an energy level and being on just a high. She is one that really makes that happen.
I mean, talking about energy level, man. This lady is this. She is amazing
She
because
really is.
we got on the phone last night, the leadership phone call last night, and she gave us some really cool nuggets. And I texted her last night before I went to bed. I said, "Hey, Ellen, we great call. We let's try to see how we can schedule some time to talk." She said, "Absolutely, Rudy." And this morning, I just got off the phone with her just now before I got before I came here. I mean, she's amazing, man.
She really is. I just absolutely love her because what she's doing is just so genuine. And she loves her country. She loves the people she works with, and no matter what obstacle is thrown in her way, she turns it into an opportunity. It really is amazing.
Right. I mean, I was just having a conversation with her, and guess what? She said almost everybody she signed up in her organization, she actually filled out a form with her hand.
Yes, yes,
I was like, what?
yes, yes.
She said, I did because now with all the hurricane and everything going on, you can't just limit yourself to the internet and the computer or the phone or whatever.
Right.
Just do what you got to do to get the result, to get it done.
Yeah, exactly. We talked about that last night. It reminded me of Elias down in Puerto Rico. When
Yeah,
the hurricane came through, that didn't stop them. They found a way because this mission was so important to them.
absolutely, man. I mean, when I think about the way and I think about the people that we connected to, when I
Right.
think about the level of commitment, when I think about all the people that are there,
Hmm.
I just think about how much love and how much support we have and the
Absolutely.
privilege that we have working with these people.
Oh, absolutely.
Hi, Peggy.
Hey,
I just say hi to Peggy.
hey, Peggy. She and I were talking earlier, and she has someone that's very interested. And we always go back to just what you said. It's that commitment, that love, that support that all
Right.
of us have. And that really is what sets what we do apart, I think, from anything else.
Absolutely, man. Talking about energy,
Hmm.
for some reason, I feel like somebody always picks our brain
Yes,
because on the morning call, they literally spoke about energy.
yes, yes.
And I kept thinking about it. I said, but the night before we spoke about, we spoke about the compensation plan, and they actually spoke about it. And again, we had planned to talk about energy, and they
Right.
had spoken about energy. But
Exactly.
talking about energy, man, I just love the fact that it's something which
Hmm.
stimulates,
Right.
and the fact that it goes ups and down
Hmm.
makes the fact it actually encourages us to work together. What do you say about that?
Oh, absolutely. Energy is one of those things that I think sometimes we take for granted, or if we don't feel like doing something, we blame it on low energy.
Right.
But it takes almost as much energy to blame it on low energy as it is to turn that around and create the result you want to create.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. I listened to a podcast this morning, and
Mhm.
the guy was literally talking about your mind or your happiness
Mhm.
is in between your ears, like your mind,
That's right.
your whole life.
Hmm.
So how will you determine your day? It all depends on you.
Exactly. Exactly.
It all depends on you because the same amount of energy that you actually use to consume your day and say you're upset about things, you're upset about people, is
Right.
the same amount of energy you can use to turn everything around, just like you said.
Absolutely. I was listening to Oprah this morning on a podcast, and she said, "Your life in service is your service in life."
Wow.
And I thought, okay, let me rewind that a minute. Hear that again. Your life in service is your service in life. And I thought, that's energy.
Absolutely.
That's how you get your energy. That's how you move it to the next level.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm thinking about what Mr. Edwin Haynes said.
Hmm.
He said, how you do your life, or he said, how you do your business, or how you do one thing is how you do everything.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know, because then it goes back to being organized,
Right.
about the different aspects of being organized. You
Hmm.
know, and being organized. I'm looking at where energy actually fits in
Right.
being organized, because there's something that happens
Hmm.
when we first, for example, somebody who first have a first girlfriend, your
Right.
first marriage, or your first business, or you're
Right.
super excited for the first week, month, or year, or whatever.
Right. Right.
What happens when there is a problem? Because I bet you problems gonna come. They're always gonna come.
Absolutely. You know, a problem I see is just a challenge to help you become someone better than who you currently are. It's
Absolutely.
something to work around. I mean, you can throw up your hands and walk away and get mad, punch a wall, whatever. We all do that. But it comes back to who you are and what you really want to create for yourself, and realizing that no one else can do that for you. You do it for yourself.
Right. Right. Talking about problems. Look at Ellen Smith.
Hmm. Ah, wow.
Look at what. Let me just take a critical example
Hmm.
of what happened in Bermuda
Right,
with all the hurricanes. If
right.
it was just for an ordinary person without any goals, without any ambition, guess what? They're shut down.
They would
They
shut
just call
down.
the leadership like, "Oh, I'm sorry. We need support. We need food
Right,
from America, from United States. Send
right,
us food and send us everything." Because, but she actually turned it around. I mean, till today, I didn't know she was actually recruiting people by filling up the
by hand.
application by hand.
Hmm.
It's amazing, because
Yeah.
she literally took the problem and
Hmm.
flipped it around
Right,
to a whole new accomplishment. And look at look at where she is today.
right. Yeah, I've heard many people say, "Oh, I can't do my business. I don't have internet," or
Right.
"I can't do this because my internet's too slow." Back up about 15, 20 years when we didn't have internet. What did you do then? You know, you survived. We all get used to it. We all get used to this little thing too.
Right.
But part of that is you have to realize, and you have to find a way to disconnect, I guess, from it, just to say, all right, if that happens, let me do this, this, or this. And it's funny when you look at the application and you start filling it out,
Right.
you start to realize, oh my God, how long has it been since I've done one of these? And you have to
I
actually
know.
teach yourself how to do this stuff.
I know. I know. Talking about using your cell phone, right?
Right.
I learned something. They said every successful person has something in common:
Hmm.
discipline.
Right.
You know, how disciplined are you when it comes to distractions?
Right.
How disciplined are you when it comes to your goals? How disciplined are you when it comes to what you really want to achieve for yourself?
Right. And part of that is there's features on your cell phone. I mean, sleep and rest in your own personal time is very important to creating your success. There's nothing wrong in my book with you putting do not disturb on your phone for an hour or for 5 hours or while you sleep, so that
Right?
it's there, because that's saying to yourself, you got to take care of you in order to be someone of influence to someone else.
Absolutely. I mean, talking about taking care of you,
Yeah.
I had a coaching call, one of my coaches in the past, about 2 months ago, and she said, Rudy, you've been disconnected for some reason. I feel like there's a disconnect between you and I.
Right.
I said, I've been pretty busy with everything else going on. She said, but have you really taken an inventory of your time?
Right.
I said, maybe not.
Hmm.
So she said, take a piece of paper,
Hmm.
put down everything you do in
Right.
24 hours.
Exactly.
Put it down and see if there's any time for Rudy.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I tell you, Bart, since I did that, I really allocated time for myself,
Absolutely.
just for me. I mean, that because it all keeps us insane. You can be busy with everything else going up in your life and literally go to sleep, you wake up in 2 hours. I mean, but at the end of the day, you need time for you.
Exactly. That's where this thing comes in so handy.
Right.
Any calendar does. I mean, today I went through on my phone and pulled up my calendar, and I put in all the times that I'm coming to New York, when my flights are, whatever. So I've got
Right.
that all in there to make sure that that's there. But then I also put in there my time for me.
Absolutely. Very, very important.
I go back to one of the mantras that I live by, and it comes from Dr. Seuss. I mean, we all grew up with Dr. Seuss. And Dr. Seuss says, be who you are and say what you mean, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind.
Right.
The same is true for taking time for yourself. Those who matter don't mind that you do it. In fact, they encourage you to do it.
Absolutely.
And those who mind that you take time for yourself, in essence, they don't matter.
They don't matter. They don't matter at all. Because talking about those who matter.
Right.
They know that you need. They know that for them to be able to get the better version of you,
right,
you need time for yourself.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You need that energy.
Right.
Because taking some time for yourself, you really rest. You feel like, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take some time for myself. I want to regain my energy because I don't want to sleep around. I don't want to feel overwhelmed. Because one of the things that actually let people distracted,
mm-hmm.
they feel overwhelmed.
Right.
They feel like 24 hours is too small. It's too short for them, And once you start having that feeling, guess what? You want to check out.
Exactly right. You push yourself so hard that you finally just collapse, and then you're no good to anyone, including yourself.
Absolutely, and you blame everything else.
Exactly. So you really have to monitor them. It's what the doctor told me early in the week. The way you eat, exercise, and getting plenty of sleep. Those are the 3 ingredients for a healthy life.
Absolutely.
All the men in the world, all the testosterone pills, all the protein shakes, those aren't going to do it if you don't take care of yourself and get the sleep required, exercise, and eat right.
Right. I mean, talking about taking care of yourself,
mm-hmm.
I heard about this story, right? You said you have the more time with yourself, like you spend more time with yourself, right? What are you telling yourself? Like, what are you telling yourself about yourself? Because anything you say about whatever everything you say about whatever circumstance going on in your life,
mm-hmm.
that is what it is, and that is who you're defining yourself to be.
Exactly.
So why not change your mindset? Why not change your mindset about something positive, something energizing, something different?
Right.
And something different to change, just something different to explore different opportunities.
Right. Exactly. You need to find just like you want to get out of your comfort zone with your business or to be successful. The same thing is true with your personal life too. Go do something that you've never done before. Try something different and see what that's like.
Right. Because this is the thing. We go back to the same conversation that we had a couple of days ago where we said, if you didn't put yourself out there, guess what? You're limiting yourself and you're limiting the world from knowing who you truly are.
That's exactly right. And when you do that, you limit the world from knowing the real you.
Absolutely. I mean, because looking at what we're doing right now.
I know.
For all the boomerangs we've given out.
Right.
Somebody out there is getting fed. Somebody out there is saving money on their travel.
Exactly.
And guess what? They look at us completely different than what we were before. Because now we're literally going beyond our boundaries.
Exactly.
Right? We're going beyond ourselves. It's not just about us anymore. It's about the other people whom we don't even know, but we care about.
Exactly right. And that's where you really start to realize that what you bring to the world, what you bring to someone else is valued. That's
Absolutely.
where you get that valued self coming in.
Wow, man. I mean, talking about the value coming in, talking about being different.
Right.
How are we being different? Like, how are we different from everything that we do? Because being in an opportunity, somebody might see us and feel like, oh, these guys are motivational speakers, these guys are encouraging people or whatever, oh, you guys are so sweet and whatever. But at the end of the day, we are we have an opportunity of changing people's lives.
Exactly right. Exactly right. And the way we're just different is the fact it goes back to that life and service is your service in life. We give something away. And that act of giving is put out there so that whatever returns to us, we know that good out brings good in.
Absolutely.
And we're open to whatever we receive from that. And I love that the training that we get, like with the calendar and for Mr. Holton Bugs, it all starts with the very top being, your spiritual, charitable self.
Right.
What happens there, and then your business. Because if these top two things aren't in line, that third thing is not going to happen. It doesn't mean that doesn't take a priority as far as the time commitment, but it does not take a priority as to who you are and what you have going on in your life.
Absolutely, man. I mean, absolutely, because that's what our lives is all about, right?
Exactly.
We're so plugged in into leadership. We are plugged into different opportunities, and we are plugged into people who are there to support us.
Right.
We're plugged into people who say, you know what, I love what you do. I'm ready to support you to succeed wherever you want to go.
Right.
Because wherever your mind takes you, that's where you're gonna go.
Well, that's exactly right. I had someone ask me the other day, how do you stay so motivated? How do you stay so committed to what you're doing? And I said, it's easy. You stay tuned in. You stay tuned in to what goes on.
Absolutely.
I had a person who is considered a leader among my group, and she said, you know what, I'll try to make meetings once a month, and I'll jump on the calls when I can. And I'm like, you're cheating yourself of an opportunity then.
Right.
I mean, you never know what little nugget, like from this morning, from Tim George, the little nuggets that came out of that this morning. You never know what's going to hit. And I listened to that, and then immediately after that, I was doing some meditation thing, and I listened to the Oprah thing, and that's when she just paralleled what we talked about on the call this morning, what we're talking about now. And all of that is purposeful. That's not coincidental. That is purposeful.
Not at all. I mean, because it can't be coincidental. Look at what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
Somebody in the group actually texted me and said, I know you just ranked Sapphire. I really need your help because I don't know how to do this business, but I really want to do it.
Right.
I said, thank you for the blessings of the Sapphire.
Right.
I'm not a Sapphire yet, but I'm willing to help you.
Exactly.
So she was surprised, and I was stunned. I was surprised. When I got that message, I was like, okay, is it for me or is it for somebody else? But that was just the way we present ourselves.
Well, exactly, and that's part of that future self. I mean, if you see yourself as a sapphire or even as a diamond, and that's what you see yourself at every time that you do something. Every time you write something in this book, you're writing it as if you're a diamond. Guess what? That is going to happen.
Absolutely.
You start to write it as, well, someday maybe I'll get there. We'll see what happens.
Right.
It's probably never going to happen.
Of course. I had a conversation this morning with one of my friends on Facebook. We actually met in New Jersey in a business event with Tony Robbins. So we had a conversation this morning, and he said something. No, I asked him, what are your goals for the month? He said, I'm actually trying to put my goals together. And I said, hey, man, I got big goals for the month. They're so scary, I can't even write them down.
Right.
Because when you can't write them down, it feels so scary, like your mind is going to blow away.
Right.
But guess what? Put them down.
Exactly.
Put them down. Whatever goals you have in mind, put it down in writing, because guess what? You're telling the universe, this is who I am in the future. Exactly right.
I have a goal for November 2nd when I'm there.
Right.
And I know what that goal is. And so I then have to take steps back from that day to say, okay, what are the mileposts along the way that I'll hit? And what happens if I don't hit one?
Right.
The thing is, that November 2nd date never changes.
It never changes.
It never changes. But what I do between now and then will change. And if I take it to a
Right.
different level, I take it to a different level, and I force myself to start thinking differently.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Because it's just about once you put yourself out there, once you force yourself to go out there, right? You're literally saying to yourself, you know what? I am willing to get out of my comfort zone.
Absolutely.
I'm willing to change I'm willing to take myself to the next level,
Right.
and I'm willing to risk everything else
Mm-hmm.
and go out there to get it.
Absolutely. Because when you do that, that's an affirmation to yourself that
Right.
you're making a difference. It's also an affirmation that someone else may recognize what you're doing
Absolutely.
until you make a difference. I've got 2 comments. I want to give them to you, and then you tell me who may have said it.
Okay.
It's a lady. She said, "You guys are the best, a true inspiration to me." Now, I'm not going to tell you Ellen Smith's name, but Ellen wrote that from Bermuda. I mean, she's here watching us.
Wow.
Is that not crazily amazing?
I am blown away, Ellen. I am truly blown away. And guess what? I believe she just had an amazing phone call with one of the top leaders
Oh my
in
God.
the organization.
Yes. To have someone like that reach out to you and say, "I want to help you. I want to work with you." Number one, that doesn't happen in most organizations.
Not at all. Not at all.
But here are people who are seeing what's happening at the grassroots level and seeing who are the people that are working to make a difference. And you're right. You may not be a sapphire yet, but that doesn't stop your intention and what you're out.
Right.
People recognize that.
Right. I mean, talking about that, because when I spoke to Ellen, earlier this afternoon, I said to her, "Listen, people, the leaders, see your struggle."
That's right.
They see your struggle, and somebody say, "You know what? I see your struggle, and I'm here to help you.
Right.
Give me your hand, and let's do this together."
Right.
It's not just about you.
Exactly.
It's not just about you. So wherever you are, whatever situation you find yourself, stay plugged in with your team. Stay plugged in with the leaders, because we're all here to help each other. That's what it is.
That's exactly right. And and if you're watching this thinking, "Okay, I need to make a change in my life. My job just isn't what I want it to be. I'm not happy, whatever." Still, stay plugged into where you currently are, and look at those things to say, "Okay, this is what I like. This is where I struggle. How can I make those 2 things connect?"
Absolutely. I mean, you just nailed it in the head, because one of the key things about solving the problem is, first of all, identifying the problem.
Exactly.
Because if you can't identify the problem, you don't even know what you're struggling to solve.
Right.
Exactly.
So,
man, I love the fact today the energy.
I mean to tell you. Oh my goodness! Happy Friday, fellas, from Jolanda George.
Oh man, Jolanda, just thank you so much.
I mean, again, here are 2 real, true leaders in the organization that are watching us, saying, "I love the message coming forward."
Amen. We are blessed.
Our energy up.
Absolutely, we are truly blessed.
We are
truly blessed. When I spoke to Ellen this morning, early this afternoon, and she said, I had a long conversation with Bart last night. I said, "Okay, so Bart and I, we're on the same level right now," because I said, "Bart and I, we're on the same level." I didn't want to feel cheated, because I didn't know he had a conversation with you. Now I'm having a conversation with you, and it's amazing, man. I love what we do, bro.
I do too, man. If someone wants to be part of us and have the good times we're having, how do they do it?
Man, somebody watching this right now, if you're watching this on our Facebook page or watching this on our YouTube channel, guess what? If you're interested in doing the business or just checking it out, say, tell me more.
Right.
So we're gonna jump in here, help you with so many resources that we have. However, if you decide to say, "No, I just want to be a customer," what are you guys actually selling? Guess what? We're not selling anything, but we're gonna give you a product because it's free, right?
Absolutely. Just put your comments there. If someone is sharing this with you, get back with them. They too have all this available to you. Rudy, I'm going to miss you tomorrow, because One of my niche markets is as you know, people in the entertainment sector.
Right.
And we have the national tour of Hello Dolly coming through St. Louis. Some of the people I've known and work with are in there. I'm going there tomorrow to support them and see them in it. I will be back with you on Sunday, but tomorrow evening I'll be watching this tomorrow, folks.
Absolutely.
Rudy's gonna have something amazing for you tomorrow.
Absolutely, man. Tomorrow I'm just gonna blow it away. I'm just gonna blow it away tomorrow. Thank you so much, man. I'll talk to you later, bro.
All right. See you later. Boom.
Boom.